Hey, but what are you doing? You're busy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the launching of season 7 today.
Yeah, season 7, I know.
And we're still lacking some guests. I'm booking all the new guests, but we don't have a chef.
No chefs?
Who are we gonna get on such short notice?
Maybe we could ask Case.
Case again? Oh, can't we get him later?
Well, he's here now.
What?
I think he lives here.
That you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey! Oh man, if Idol came and told me, son.
And now, kicking off season 7, the man, the myth, Jason Suel.
Yes! Everybody, welcome. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you're here. Yeah, I thought that sounded great, guys. Welcome back.
You guys
Welcome.
been practicing?
We
back.
added notes to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting. That's great. So if you're just joining us, it's Later with Jason Suel, entertainment television with heart. We're launching season 7.
We've been on so long that we have one of these. What is this thing?
Yes, that's called a CD, if anybody remembers those.
What are these?
Yeah, we're season 7, so we did 3 seasons exclusively on Fayetteville Public Television, and then we were asked to be on Fox 24, our current home, for 3 seasons, and now we're launching our 4th season there, 7th season overall. Feels great to be back.
Wow, that's so
here.
much math.
I know, I just did a lot of math for
Carry
you
the
guys.
2nd season divided by 4th season square root. We're at season 20 blue block.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there we go.
How was your summer?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
I mean, it was summery, so it was hot and sweaty and all the wrong places. But you know, found some air conditioning and all was good.
All was good.
Yeah,
I know.
Did some floating.
It was an interesting summer, right? I'm sure everybody out there agrees that it was like, I don't know, it was
With those
hot.
mysterious murders afoot. No, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was hot, but it was rainy and it was cool. It was all the things that a summer that I wanted because it wasn't overly hot, right?
Yep.
But
and just when
And
it
the
got to that point,
volcano. The
volcano
eruption.
happened.
that happened.
Crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know. it
Mount
was crazy.
St. Main, Old Main Mount. I don't know. Next joke. What do we got? What are we doing? This is a new season. Let's keep it fresh.
We're keeping it fresh. Later with Jason Suel. Man, we got a great season cooked up. I can't.
You mean we planned?
Yeah, we
Past
planned.
this one?
We've got episodes. We've got guests from all over Northwest Arkansas and from the surrounding region. Some people that I'm really excited to welcome to the show, as well as musical guests, comedy sketches. And our chef segments would have become some of my favorite segments on the show where we get
You
to
and
eat.
everyone else.
Yeah, we get to eat the best food in Northwest Arkansas. So let's get to it. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing on today's show. We're going to welcome to the studio today our amazing friend, Robert Babcock. Robert Babcock joining us on the show today. Now, he is
An actor.
An actor, right. But he came to Northwest Arkansas from Chicago, so we're going to talk with him about that transition. And I'm excited to welcome our musical guest to the show, Kari Faux, joining us. Now, Kari, she's from the Little Rock area. She's a hip-hop R&B act, and she's gone global, man. Like, she just did a gig in London, I think. I saw some photos, and she's all over the place. Yeah, so we are excited to welcome her to the show through our partnership with Shindig Music. And then, man, what a better way to launch the season than with Chef Case Dighero joining us at the chef's table.
What are you gonna feed me this time?
What are you gonna make?
Something fermented, I'm sure.
Well, it is fermented. And first of all, I want to congratulate you guys.
Thank you.
7 years. That all of my marriages together don't add up to half of that, so I'm so excited. Also, I'm noticing the band. There's some new guys on the band.
Yeah.
Jason Schwartzman from Rushmore. I love him. I loved your work. Well done.
Really
Yes.
lucky to have him.
Wes
Yeah.
Anderson, I'm going to talk to you about that later.
Yes.
And then just, people ask me all the time, what's the apex of your career, Case? Mm-hmm. You've cooked at the Beard House. You've been in the general vicinity of Anthony Bourdain. You've spent time with Martha Stewart. You've hobnobbed.
Does that just mean you watched Martha Stewart on television?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
He watched Destination Unknown on Netflix, then watched Martha
Yes.
Stewart.
Yeah.
No. I was in the general vicinity of both her and Anthony Bourdain at 2 separate times.
Okay.
But the apex of my career, right here, right now, today.
What is it?
So tell us what we're gonna be making.
Oh, what are we making? I don't know yet, but when you come back, no, what we're doing is actually we're gonna do a Southern archetype pimento cheese, not using pimentos.
What?
Using kimchi and peppers from my garden.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pimento cheese.
Oh, I like that.
Kim Fields, Tootie from Facts of Life. All right, there we go.
We're throwing in all the reference. We're name dropping everything. I'm excited that those peppers are from your garden. I can't wait to try those out. Now, if you're sitting at home, you're saying, man, I've never watched this television show. We cooked up a little promotional video to tell you why you should watch later. That's coming on right now. And then stick around, folks. We got all the other things that we've talked about happening later. Are you tired of sitting at home on a Saturday night and feeling like a common person?
Common person.
Are you tired of feeling unimportant even in your own home? I'm Jason Suel from Later with Jason Suel, here to tell you a little more about our show, Later with Jason Suel. Did I say the name of the show already in that now? What's the show about? Watch the show if you want to experience
Guest interviews, up-and-coming musicians, a house band, a sense of self-worth, a salty co-host.
Sounds too good to be true, right? There's more, including
Case Dighero sings, Chef Stephen Brooks drums, and combined they have a better attitude than our house band.
Why? 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 Why, Jason? Why? Sorry about that. Watching Later with Jason Suel is a great way to have a unique experience with your family, your friend, your more than friend. Plus, you'll get to know me, and I can assure you that I'm painfully normal and less impressive than you originally thought. All of this hits your television screen every Saturday night at 9:30 on Fox 24 and on the YouTube for the whole world to enjoy. What? Please watch. We good?
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
We're here at Sam's Furniture in this cozy couch with Jacob Arnold from the Broyles Foundation. Tell us a little bit about the Broyles Foundation.
So at the foundation, we support the caregivers of people living with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. The research is incredibly valid, but we work with caregivers today to help them feel prepared.
Man, that is awesome. And right here in Northwest Arkansas.
In Fayetteville, but we support caregivers nationwide.
Well, how can people find out more information about it?
So go to our website, broylesfoundation.org, and the best thing they can do is tell other people about us. If you know anyone dealing with the disease, please send them our way.
Right on. Broyles. So, you mean like Frank Broyles?
Yeah, so Coach Broyles is my grandfather. And
What?
It's such a privilege to carry on his second legacy.
Oswald, if you're his grandson, can you give me season tickets?
Welcome back, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you are tuning in, and I'm so glad to welcome Robert Babcock to the show.
My pleasure, my friend.
Sir, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to talk about film. I know, Bo, it's something you have a lot of expertise in. Yeah?
Yeah, I love film.
Yeah. Robert, you are not only a film enthusiast, but you also work in the industry, and you made a transition from the Chicago area down here to Northwest Arkansas. Tell me about that transition and why you left Chicago, why you're here now.
I was born and raised in Chicago, and about 15 years ago, I really realized I had to escape. Potholes.
The murders, the potholes, the crime,
potholes.
the pollution,
Yes.
the Chicago dogs.
The atmosphere here in Northwest Arkansas, the people, you, wonderful people.
Right.
I mean, I can come out of a grocery store, out of a theater, and my car is still here.
Right.
Okay.
It's the little things.
the little
luxuries
things
of Northwest
Yes.
Arkansas.
Yes.
But and seriously though, the warmth and the love of the Northwest Arkansas community
Right.
is great. I lived in LA, Seattle, Salt Lake City, and Chicago.
Right.
There's nothing really like it here.
Man, it warms my heart to hear you say that because I believe that about the area, but to
That's
hear
why
it
we
from
have this
people-
show.
Yeah, it is. To hear it from people who have, obviously been all over the place, like you just said, living in all those other cities, to find the people of Northwest Arkansas to be so hospitable. So, and also you're finding your way sort of in the film industry here, and I know you've done a lot of work both here at Fayetteville Public Television, where we film this show, but also at JBU. Maybe talk to us about some of those projects.
Well, I started off as a novelist, writing novels. Then I wanted to become a film actor because it's all character-driven based. So I just did what any good person does. You just throw yourself into it, not knowing what the heck you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
So I found myself like on the set of Parker's Anchor, where I met you the first
that's right.
time.
Yes.
And as a
Oh, wait,
background
that's
actor.
where we met too, because I did sound for that movie.
See?
Yes.
Bringing it all together.
He's everywhere, though.
Right here.
But and which is a great opportunity to observe and learn.
Sure. I do want to point out, you mentioned the film Parker's Anchor. If you haven't seen this film, Parker's Anchor, amazing film, created right here in Northwest Arkansas. Ryan and Jenica Schwartzman, we've had them on the show before, an amazing filmmaking team, so you need to go check that out.
The guy that was Black Manta in Aquaman's in it.
There you go.
Just letting you know.
Absolutely.
And I was a child of the adoption industry.
There you go.
I would not be here if it wasn't for the orphanage and adoption agencies. That's a great film for that. My dad loved it. He was adopted.
That's awesome. So we're talking about how you, as a professional actor, have been acting in some of these local student films. And talk to us about that experience. What is that like for you? What is it like being an actor who is being filmed by students?
Challenging.
Yeah. Yes.
No, but it's because they're young. They're working their hearts out.
Sure.
They're busting their tail trying to make a product.
Right.
And you want to go there and you want to do your job correctly, but you also want to mentor.
Right.
You don't really want to blow up all their dreams so fast. Like, that's going to happen naturally. So you just got to...
There are so many wonderful young filmmakers out there, and I think it's an absolute honor for me to be a part of watching them grow. Because I help them on this set. If I can't be on it as an actor, then I'll say, hey, call this Jason Suel guy.
Right.
He's good for this.
So speaking of that, you know, you worked with the student films, but then you've also been able to dabble and make relationships with some professional films. Skipstone Pictures, I know you're working with, that have started to produce films here in Northwest Arkansas. What's that like?
That was a dream come true. I came on as a background actor on Freddie, then I became crew, then struck up a friendship with the producer, Johnny Remo.
Right.
And then he and I worked on getting Max Winslow and House of Secrets here.
Right.
Directed by Sean Olsen. Fantastic family-friendly film.
Yes, it is a great film.
So working with Johnny Remo and now moving with Skipstone Pictures, making Skipstone Studios, coming here to Northwest Arkansas to make more family-friendly films. You know, that's what we wanted when trailblazers like yourself, Victoria Fox, Cassie Self, Dan Robinson, been working towards this for 15-some years.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just happy to be a part of this, riding their coattails, and we're going to make some fun stuff here.
We're so happy that you're here because you're taking kind of like the conception of the idea of, man, Northwest Arkansas would be an amazing place for film, and you're taking that to the next level. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the bridges that you are making with the people out in LA, people in Hollywood, people in Northwest Arkansas. It's people like yourself that are going to cause this place to skyrocket as far as a film hub in the United States.
It's my honor to be a part of it, and thank you as well.
Absolutely. You need to find some films that Robert Babcock is in because he's doing some amazing work, folks. Robert, thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
My pleasure, my
Yeah,
friend.
man. Stick around. More happening later.
Our musical guests brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, a home for Broadway right here in your own backyard.
Telephone, all you get is a dial tone, trying to see what I've been on, when I just wanna be left alone. See, you don't check to see if I'm alright, but sometimes I can't sleep at night. I know you think you envy this life, but things ain't what they seem, it's by life. So find myself doing the same old dance. Thinking, damn man, where are my friends? I guess the love was just for pretend. My views been skewed like a fisheye lens. I light the tree for my clarity. I kneel and pray for my enemies. Cause hate would take up my energy. And I do not need that mentally. So don't hit my line, don't call my phone. And don't waste my time, leave me alone. Don't hit my line, don't call my phone. And don't waste my time, leave me alone.
Bruh, I've been looking for you everywhere, nigga, calling you. Let's go, you ready? Really? Wow.
Get off my Dighero. Get off my case.
Now, do you guys know what Dighero means in Italiano?
I have a feeling you're about to tell me.
No, I was asking you. I have no idea. All right, guys, what we're gonna do is not Italian food today.
Oh,
This
that's
doesn't
bad.
look Italian.
We're doing an amalgamation. Say that word with me. 1, 2, 3. Amalgamation of American archetypical Southern food. And then, did you know that kimchi is the national dish, national food for what country?
Korea.
Oh, Canada, actually. No, it is Korea. Okay.
Yeah, that
Oh, I'm
kimchi.
so glad you're back.
That kimchi poutine that they make in Canada.
It's delicious.
I like it with the cheese curd.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, and
That's
the
a big bowl of
recipes-
cheese. Is that cheese on top of cheese?
Sharp cheddar cheese. We have about a pound here. We have about 4 ounces of cream cheese. Put on your gloves, guys.
Okay, we'll do
Here's
it.
the thing.
Why are you not wearing gloves? is the
Because
question.
I've washed my hands. Both of you are disgusting. So put your gloves on. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Bo
What else are
mix
we
this
doing?
up. Oh, hey.
We're mixing it up.
You better get that kimchi on there. So this is basically about a pound of shredded sharp cheddar.
Sharp.
4 ounces of
What's the difference
cream
between
cheese.
mild, sharp, and extra sharp?
Well, the sharp one can actually hurt you. Okay, so just be
Never
aware
run
of
with
that.
sharp cheddar, kids.
That's right. Now we're going to add about a tablespoon of sriracha, which I always think it's interesting to squeeze it, for it not to come out. But then let's go ahead and do it.
Let's go ahead and make
All
it
right.
come
Now
out. Okay,
I'm gonna put this a little closer to you.
What am I supposed to do?
So you're gonna massage it.
You're okay.
Massage it.
Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of. Now you got to get the mayonnaise in
Gotta
there.
incorporate.
Okay.
Ooh.
Got about
Mayo.
a little more than about 4 or 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Okay.
Kimchi. Now smell this.
Oh, I can smell it.
Smell that. Fermented.
kimchi.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
band that you smell, but this is actually pretty nasty too. So we're gonna do.
Get it in there.
So funny.
So funny, guys. We're gonna do about a half a cup of kimchi.
It's a lot of kimchi.
It seems like a lot, but you know what? It's gonna make this fantastic. And then the peppers. We're not actually using pimento peppers,
I do like
guys.
peppers.
What
But
are
we are using 3 different kinds of peppers: a red bell, a yellow bell, and some jalapeno peppers.
Okay, so there's like a
typically,
kick to it.
typically what you do. Look at that.
Put it right in the center
Hey,
there.
I'm gonna plant the peppers and we'll see what grows.
Let's
okay?
grow them.
Let's see what
All right,
happens.
just right in
About
there.
the same amount there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take. I like to take a little bit of salt.
The worst part about this is,
Oh my gosh.
Did you know they love salt?
I know it.
you know,
Now here's the thing about this. You have to throw it in the air.
and then get it not
get it
even
right on.
close
Trying to
to.
miss the bowl? Is that
A little bit of that.
So the worst part about this case is, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but since my hands are busy, I can't eat things.
Well, the thing,
what is that?
I
What do
will
you
tell
got?
you
Whatever this is,
the
put it
worst
in it.
thing about this whole
do you got in
scenario
that can? Give it
is
to me.
your breath. But I'm
Fix it.
going to. This is what we're going to do.
Okay.
Oh,
let's
you're
do it.
going there.
So guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix this just like he's done. You can eat it with these little firecrackers you
Right.
can also find on my website. But what we wanna do for Bo,
Let's do something special.
a pepper.
A pepper?
I'm gonna take a little sriracha and I'm just gonna give it, hold on.
Oh my-
Let's give him just
that's not-
Oh, I think that just looks fantastic.
Little mustache.
Oh, boom. There you go. Let's give him a pepper.
Okay, good.
Let's give him a pepper.
This is absolutely outstanding. There you go.
That,
is that a jalapeno? Did I just feed you? Oh,
my
gosh.
God, red
Bo.
pepper flakes.
You
and
can
then
find this recipe right
now.
now.
I'm where I need to be.
Edibleculture.net. That's Case Dighero's website.
Kimchi pimento cheese.
Yes, you can also read his articles every month in Cityscapes magazine, or you can listen to High Men of the Soul.
Soul Men of the High South.
Thank you. I looked it
podcast.
up. You can listen to Soul Men of the High South podcast.
Or you can actually meet us at the emergency room because he's about to blow out.
Yeah.
Blow out.
We will see you there. You got to check this out.
Thank you, guys.
Later.
Get off my case. Get off my Digherio. Wow. Get off my case. Get off my Digherio.
Yes, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and helping us launch Season 7 of Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms.
Right there, check it
Send us
out.
an email, laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave, we got to make sure to thank these amazing guests.
Yeah.
Robert Babcock.
Thanks, Robert.
Yeah.
And this Chef Case Dighero.
Absolutely.
Of
And
course.
the amazing music from Kari Faux. That's our show. See you later, alligator.
After all, crocodile.
Let's try this pimento cheese, man.
Pimento.